Around the corner, and that means so is the tradition of making New Year's resolutions. South Africans will be making promises to themselves when it comes to self-improvement. It's no secret with all of the beauty magazines out there telling people how to look and act younger, that many women and even men might turn to anti-aging treatments as part of their resolution. We went to the Legs 11 spa in Cape Town to unpack one of the most common anti-aging treatments on the market, Botox.
I've spent quite a bit of time looking at resurfacing of skin condition, but there's only a certain amount of treatments that can actually take care of fine lines. Botox is the only treatment that offers focused attention on fine lines.
We've all heard so-called Botox horror stories. We speak to Dr. Kim Prescott to see if there are any risks associated with the procedure.
You can always have an unpredictable treatment, of course, and some people have a very strong response. So I think the tendency nowadays is to do less rather than more. And I think TV shows highlighting it do make us all cautious of over-treating. So you tend to do a very low dose to start with and get to know someone's muscles and get to know someone's face, move the times. You can always get asymmetry, you can always get pointing, you can always get differences in the shape of the face that you wouldn't ideally like, but that's why you do it in stages.
I've once in the 10 years had bruising, very small bruising, which disappears within 2 to 3 days. I've never experienced any pain from Botox or any bad effects.
The anti-aging treatment wasn't always used for aesthetic procedures.
Botox has been used for medical reasons for many, many years, decades, and it's being used for pain control, for headaches, and particularly in ophthalmology. And it was in fact an ophthalmologist who had a patient who described the fact that her lines had settled and please could she inject in her frown lines. And the ophthalmologist was married to a dermatologist, and they discussed this over dinner and decided to trial it out. And in fact, the Carruthers pair, and they are perhaps the gurus of Botox. They still practice, they still write today. All the books on aesthetic indications have been written by them. They are very well known in the industry, but it was a pure incidental finding, and we've moved from there. So their first trial subject was apparently their receptionist.
Botox is growing in popularity in South Africa, but generic brands are being used. Here's why patients should know the difference.
So for years we've called it Botox, and Botox has been the term like Google or Hoover. It's actually a trade name. It's one company's product, and there are a few other products out there. In South Africa we have a recognized generic called Dysport. They're used differently. You can use them interchangeably, but they really have certain indications where they're better. Well, technically any unlicensed product is illegal. Botox and Dysport in fact are licensed for certain indications, and they're used in aesthetic arenas for some unlicensed ones as well. Botox is licensed for some of the aesthetic procedures, but not all. So it's a difference between what's licensed and what's not. But when a drug has come in without any inside or oversight by regulatory authority, then I think we don't know about the manufacturing, we don't know the quality control, and some of the big drug disasters worldwide have been not about the drug as much as about something like a toxin leaching from the rubber stopper of a vial, or an excipient that was added that wasn't right. And I think oversight into at least the manufacturing process is very important. And I think we don't know where they all come from. There are some quite popular ones, but I'm a bit cautious of them. I won't use them.
Botox is only licensed to be used on certain areas of the face in South Africa.
Well, in South Africa it's licensed for use in the frown lines, and overseas it's also in the forehead. I'm not sure if that's happened yet. I think it is in the process of it. It's not licensed for crow's feet, which it is very effective for treating. It's not licensed for lip lines. Some people like to use it. So other indications, as say, are off license. The reason they're not licensed is because there aren't large clinical trials backing up the data. In order to get a new indication on your license, it's quite a big process. So it will happen in time.
When should you consider anti-aging options?
I started doing Botox about 10 years ago. I found that the treatments that I was doing, like laser and peels, were great for skin resurfacing. It was great for conditioning of the skin, but the fine lines were one area that it did not make huge improvement on. So Botox is the one treatment that does give you deeper conditioning on the skin and allows the fine lines to disappear.
When I first got back to South Africa, it was always older women. If not always, the majority were older, looking at deep frowns forming or 40th birthday. And in recent times, with the selfie age, I think lots more younger people. But I think also the overseas trend of realizing it's preventative rather than curative has definitely become widespread.
Botox injections aren't the only option for people hoping to look younger.
I think that you shouldn't just rely on anti-wrinkle injections as your only anti-aging solution to make sure that your skin stays healthy. It will not treat, for example, pigmentation or skin tone and texture. So I think it's really important to have a balanced approach to how you combat anti-aging, and what we find is you get a much better result by having a combination of different professional treatments that can treat different aspects of aging than you will from doing just one treatment. And not to forget, very important is your skincare regime at home. To be using appropriate anti-aging products, containing elements like your retinol, your vitamin A, very strong, high doses of antioxidants such as your vitamin C, and also ingredients that stimulate growth factors, very important for an anti-aging regimen.